What's your favorite words? Put some numbers behind it. Okay then. I'm live too. What happened? Exactly. That's what you always say. So don't ask me no question like that because I'm gonna tell you your words. Put some numbers behind it. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. What's up, wave makers? I'm getting set up. I want to make sure if anybody gets on today, I'll be able to see the comments, maybe answer some questions in here. But today we're going to be talking about Big Marv's personal brand blueprint. So we're going to walk through the first 7 days and I'm going to give you an overview of it. Thought we'll just go back to the basics and discuss the thing that each company in here needs is leads, clients. And in order to do that, your brand has to represent their needs, their wants, their desires, as well as their problems, because we're lining our businesses up as their solution. And in order to do that, you must have a personal brand. And Big Marv have made it easy for all of us to get the basic steps to build our personal brand in 100 days. So I just wanted to go over that a little bit, read through the book a little bit. Encourage everyone who haven't downloaded the personal brand blueprint to do so. I left the link in the description. So if you have not got it, I encourage you to get it, because for the next 3 weeks, we'll be going over this. I make it very simple. So we'll go over it each week beforehand, and then we'll start building our assets, our creatives, and what we need to post for the following week. And we're going to keep this consistently going, and then we're going to see what happens. And of course, we want you to share your results, share your testimonials. Let us know where you're having troubles with or at, and where we could be an assistant to your business and help you get off with a running start. So, what happened? I'm already putting a new script to use. Y'all don't know. It's hilarious working with Marv. Being in the same environment with him on a daily basis when we're not trying to kill each other. But it is really hilarious for that. For y'all who do not know Big Marv or have not seen that side of Big Marv. He's a big kid at times. He's a big kid at times. And then you always do this when I get on live. Now I'm going to be real laugh. And then, like I said, he's a big kid at sometimes. So, the personal brand blueprint. How the video went. If y'all haven't seen the promo video, that's how the promo video went. So y'all might have missed the joke, but if not, if y'all did, we'll try back in later. So, Big Marv created the personal brand blueprint, and it has been tested by numbers of clients as well as his own business. He just redid it again. If you have not seen the videos or have not seen them in a group or on his posts, you can always go over to his YouTube channel at Marv at Night, and you can watch all the videos. I think we're at day 34 now. So one thing, when you're looking or when you have a mentor that is doing the work and showing you that he's using his own systems and his own trainings, and he's doing them with his business, that shit speaks volume by itself. So this is not something that he just created and just giving it away for free just to be giving it away for free. This is something that we utilize in his business with his company. This is also how we get content. So the personal brand blueprint. Oh, do y'all see it? So this is actually a physical copy. The physical copies are available. He'll go in the comment section and actually put the link for the if you want the actual want to touch it, feel it, bring it back. You know, however the song went yourself, but. The download is a free download for the ebook copy if you're like me, who don't like to have all these books in a book bag carrying around with them. But you can give me an ebook and I'm good to go. Audiobook is even better.
You better tell him to go buy my shit.
He said, "Go buy the book. Go buy the physical copy."
Sign and number every one of them.
And he actually physically signed and give you some words of encouragement when he signed the book in the inside. So his books are very special to him, very intimate to him, you know. So he physically, literally signed each and every book that goes out before he sent me to go ship them. So it's something genuine to him. He likes physical books because he likes to hold on them. He likes to have them. And when he thought about his tribe, the Wave Makers, the Motivated Maniacs, when he thought about his tribe, he always think premium. He always thinks of a high level that comes with his services, his platforms. Anything that he puts out is like very calculated and with you in mind. And when I say you in mind, that means he only wants you to have the best. So whatever he produces, he makes sure that it's above the best. It's going to more than over deliver. You know, it's going to exceed expectations. You know, he lives by the motto that he makes your dreams reality through tech. So don't know the reason why you joined the Wave Makers group. Was it the DFS system? Or was it a personal brand blueprint? But let me be the first to tell you, or the second to tell you, you are welcome. Thank you for being here. We are trying to revive this group. So we're making sure that we're coming up and showing up once a week or twice a week. So Tuesday or Wednesday at 3 or 4 o'clock. Because we still haven't got the time set down because nobody's been interacting on the post. So we're still trying to figure out the right time to go live, where we could be of value, where we could get questions asked and everything. So it'll be a training in the earlier week, and on Thursdays we'll have Q&As. That will be the time where Marv and I, or just me, will come on, and you get to ask anything. You get to pick our brains to find out how can we assist your business to get into the next level, or just taking another step. Whatever that may look like to you. So, personal brand blueprint is broken up in 100 days. When you open the book, you'll see the description of Big Marv and the description of me. It tells you more about us. Then he goes into, this is like so awesome because not too many people do this. But he actually gives you all the tools that we use in his company. The tools that I use to do his social media, different tools that he used to grow his business and use on a daily basis. So he gives you all the information of what tools he's using and give you a little description of each of them. So let's start with the first day. So this week, maybe next week, I'll prefer say next week, but I'm just going to go over it with you so you have it on video if you don't have the personal brand blueprint. But if you do, you can go through the book and it'll tell you play by play, day by day. So it's broken out in 100 days. So each day you're going to have a task to do. Yes, it's mostly going live. Reason being that live engagement reaches more. People engage with your videos more than text. Unless you're just like the certified copywriter that can move people's emotions, you know, then that's another thing. But the whole objective is to get your client base, your target audience, to like you, to know you, to trust you. And what better way is to do that unless you go live, unless you give them a video. You don't necessarily have to go live, but you can make pre-made videos where the videos is showing your personality, is showing who you are. You know, I'm on live. So maybe y'all just see me as like, who is this guy and everything, but now y'all see I'm an extrovert, I'm loud, I talk with my hands, I have a pretty set of teeth. You see him? Y'all see him? I'm sort of a clown. So, but it's my personality that is going to make you hate me or like me, whichever it is an obsession. So, it helps you weed out the people that don't want you, that don't want to do work with you. But it actually helps you bring in the ones that do. It helps them understand, who are you serving? What problems are you solving? What products are you present to me? What lead magnets can I go to? Where else can I find your content? So these are the kind of things that you're going to walk through. So on day one, the first 10-day dash is called Who I Am. So the first 10 days is going to be all about you, who you are. This is the part where, like I say, know, like, and trust. We know that those are things that we know we need our clientele or our prospect clientele to want to know about us. Because, like Marv say, people do business with people. They do not do business with business. They do business with people. So if you're not the face of your company, well, then somebody do. But this is a personal brand blueprint. That means it's personal to you, your company. So you need to be a face. So it says, day one, make a bold declaration and public commitment. So right out the gate, you know, I was kind of upset when I read the blueprint because I thought we was just going to ease into it. You know, knock on the door. Hey, how you doing? Well, this is what I feel. X, Y, Z, yeah. And ease into it. No, not with Big Marv. See, Big Marv, he got this thing called being baptized by fire. I don't know if I told y'all this before. I think I done got on the live and said this before. And what it is he throw you out in the water to show you that you can swim. So basically, he put you in a life or death situation. And we all know we ain't going to die, so we going to do whatever it takes to live. And I didn't like it at first. But by him doing it, I have learned so much in a matter of 9 months. About tech and a lot of other things that I may have not learned any other way. So, in his personal brand blueprint, he's doing the same thing. He's throwing us out in the water first day one. You're going to make a video that you're starting your journey and you coming out the gate planting your flag in the sand. This is who I am. This is what I stand for. This is what my company stands for. This is what problems we solve. And this is how I feel about it. So out the gate, he got us saying, this is it. So the first video that you're going to do on day number one is you're going to make that bold declaration and let the people know who you are. So you may think, okay, well, they see me on social media and everything. They see me on this here. They see my posts and everything. But do they really know who you are? Do they really know what problems you're solving? Do they really know if they are in your target market, in your target audience? You know, it's all these things that we forget about in the end because we may think, okay, my agency is all this here, or I'm a certified coach and everything. But what about the prospects that haven't seen you? What about the content that you forgot to make for your cold audience that's looking at you, but they like, she sound good or he sound good, but I don't know if I'm a perfect fit. This removes all doubt, none, on period. So, day number 2. So, I really got mad with day number 2. Now, remember I said he throwing us in the water, right? He throwing us in the water. So, we done planted our fat, we done made a stand. Now, we like, whoo, got that out my system. Day 2 should be easy. Nah. Day 2 is your most authentic share. So now we got to be vulnerable. He had jokes, people. He had jokes. So first he wanted us to be bold, come out the gates. Ha! Yeah, I'm the man. I'm the woman. You know, this my business. It is what it is. Now we got to be like, I remember this one time at band camp. So now on day 2, it's time to be vulnerable. Now, when you're telling these stories and you're doing these videos, remember everything that you're doing. I said this last training, everything that you do for your business, everything that you post on social media, every video you make has to be with an intention. So you're just not being vulnerable to be vulnerable. You're doing it with the intent to sell. You're doing it with an intent to be vulnerable enough to know, that how can I link this back to something, my product? How can I link this vulnerability back to my service? How can I link this vulnerability back to whatever I have coming out soon? So be intentionally vulnerable. You know how they say unapologetically you? So no, now we're going to be intentionally vulnerable. So I know I just chopped up that word like 5 times, but I'm going to get it before it's over. So everything you're going to do with is intention. So try to be vulnerable enough that you're able to reflect it or mirror it back to your products or service. Maybe you would talk about a vulnerable time in your business. You may be a business coach and you could tell them about a vulnerable time when hard times came and how you felt. Remember, it's all about emotions, In marketing, they say it's 5 things when you're talking to like prospects and everything, or if you write and copy. The first one is you have to encourage their dreams. So think about these 5 things that I'm going to say when you're telling your stories, when you're writing your content. First thing you want to try to do is encourage their dreams. The second one, you want to justify their fears. Tell them that it's not their fault. Everybody go through this. The third one is you want to ally their fears. That means you want to comfort them in the areas that they may be scared at. We done been through that. Remember, we're 5th graders. They're 2nd graders. They think we superheroes. So, and ally with their fears. The 4th one, confirm their suspicions. You have to know your clients so much, your prospects so much. Your prospects so much. I'm on live, but still, this is a family. That's Marv's wife right there. So you have to know your target audience so intimately that these 5 questions that I'm saying, you have to know this stuff because this is how you're going to make better content. This is how you're going to sell your services. This is how you're going to sell your product by knowing them so intimately. So encourage their dreams, justify their failures, ally with their fears, confirm their suspicions, and help them throw rocks at their enemies. And so when you're thinking about day 2 and you are trying to be vulnerable and everything, don't talk about how your dog got hit by the car and everything, but try to structure it in a manner that it benefits you as well as show your vulnerability. Woo! Day number 3, your opportunity to move is let's put that creative to work. This is your opportunity to move. So for the next few days. So this is day 3 through 7. For the next few days, I want you to get creative. Look around, pull from the environment, your day, your interactions. Just make sure you show up. So for the next 7, from day 3 to day 7, it's all on you. It's all on you to show them why you took that bold declaration. Like they say, pull from everything, pull from the environment, pull from your surroundings, pull from your daily activities. You may have helped a team member with something, and the team member didn't know it. And you take that information, what that team member didn't know, and how you solve that problem for that team member, and then you put it in the post. Because maybe someone else is struggling with that. So, so often we get caught up with, I don't know how to create content. I don't know what to post and everything. Guess what? If you don't know what to post, you don't know what to create. what content to create, one, you have a problem with your personal brand. Because your brand should dictate all that. Two, you're not going by what your brand stands for. So pull from everything. So let everything just inspire you. Um, I have this little secret, right? So, I like Lil Nas X. I like his music, but I like more of his creativity. And something came up, and I just started researching him. I started looking because, like, I started reaching. He had did this whole campaign before his album came out, and he said he made himself look pregnant. And he said he was having a baby, and the baby was his album, and it caused so much controversy. And but the more controversy it was, he was getting people to log on because he had a lead magnet, y'all. This is the funny part. He's an artist, and he had a website created with a lead magnet to be put on a waiting list. So, doesn't that remind y'all of something? Isn't that sort of like the DFS? All he did was made noise, just sent him there, and he had a lead magnet. First step of the DFS trainer. But we're not talking about the DFS. We're talking about the personal brand. So that goes to show how much research I was doing on him. And I started looking at, as I did research on him, the more things started coming up, more marketing tactics that he was, more information that I found. Like, he made his success through social media, on social media platforms, and not like how the traditional way of was. And he learned how to do certain things. But of course, he's a millennial, so we should expect that from him. But he was still business minded, and he used the platform that gave him access, and he became viral on Twitter, but now he's on TikTok. See, told you, market research. And I came across a post where he had a billboard created, and on this billboard, I don't know if y'all ever seen like the commercials, and the billboard say, "Hey, have you been suffering with mesothelioma? Well, then you may be due for compensation. Click here." He redid the post. He had himself on one side and say, "Hey, do you hate Lil Nas X? You may be qualified for compensation," and left his link to his lead magnet. Immediately, I created a post like that. Immediately, I couldn't get it out of my system. So, when I said that to say this, from days 3 to 7, you're gonna pull. This is the time where, a lot. I've been working with a lot of businesses lately, and I understand that a lot of people don't do market research to see what kind of information is their market saying. What kind of posts is the market that they're in is making. And then you take the best ones. You see a commercial on TV, a video or something, look at it. Ask yourself, how can you apply that to your business? When trailers come out for movies, listen, there's movies that come out next year in November they're already doing trailers for. This is how we have to treat our business. We just can't stop making noise. We cannot stop promoting. Promotion is constantly going to get those leads. One, that's why we're going over the personal brand blueprint this week, because we want to get you in the habit of going up, showing going live, making videos, interacting with your clients, your target market. The prospects, as well as the ones that probably have forgot about you because you stopped posting. And now they saying that you're showing up. I'm in a Wave Makers group right now. I'm doing a video. Why? Because we fell off. So now we're showing up. So for the next three, after day 3 through 7, look around. Let everything inspire you to make content or to make a video and go up. Go up. And it don't have to be professional people. It doesn't have to be all clean. And I'm good for it because I got perfect patty syndrome. Even doing this live, I feel uncomfortable because I got the hat on, but I'm still looking a little dapper. But I stumble. I don't enunciate words properly. But I still show up. I try to make people laugh. Sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's not. So look, I said I don't say about 5 times. So what I'm saying is it doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to be you. That's a good quote. I'm gonna have to put that on my page. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to be you. So after day 3 through 7, we come to day 8. So after you have let everything inspire you, you ain't gonna say hello or nothing. Thank you. Wasn't that just rude, y'all? After you get to day 8 is to tell them who you're not. Now, the trick with this one, because it's so often we can say, oh, I'm not, okay, I used to be a hairstylist. I don't like the word hairstylist. So with my clientele, because I had to position myself from everybody else, and I was working with like top stylists, and they had more clientele than me, so I had to be different. But they was calling themselves hairstylists. So I deemed myself a beauty professional. So I wouldn't allow anybody to tell me or call me a hairstylist. So for me, I took a stand and I was like, I'm not a hairstylist. I'm a beauty professional. We are not the same. And what I did there was I aligned myself and separated myself to my target audience because they was tired of hairstylists, but they was looking for someone that was professional. Boom, that was right. That was like flag 1. Yes. I said I'm not the same and everything, so that's letting them know that's not who I am. Lastly, it worked out so well because now I started getting all these clients in, but the message that I gave, the video that I portrayed, it was me telling them that I know, but it was intentional. Once again, it was with an intention to separate myself to get the clientele that I was getting. So on day 8, when you start describing who you're not, remember you're going to be intentional. So help them throw rocks at their enemies. That was one of the 5. So think about who your target audience enemy is. Who are they hating, or who are they upset with? And guess what? Who you are not should be something that you don't necessarily have to say the companies or the individual name, but you could give them certain qualities that you don't heard that your target audience have said about them, and then you use that to flip it to tell them that's who you're not. So, think about like one of the severe problems that like agencies. A lot of agencies, you may be an agency that doesn't hold your clients, creatives and stuff hostage. So guess what? I'm not the agency that holds your information hostage. Boom. Guess what? Everybody that done been in that problem, who done dealt with that situation, that has used the agency, and once they left the agency, they couldn't get anything back. Guess who they coming to you now? You. Why? Because you told them who you were. You wasn't that agency. Coaches, hey, it could be something like, I'm not the $97 coach. And then you go on and to give them the reasons why you're not the $97 coach. You done told them who you're not. You done separated your target audience. And now you have the target audience, your dream customer, standing in front of you is like, that's who I'm looking for. That's who I want. So that's day 8. Day 9, creating your future. It says, feel, build a dream. It says, by now you have some time to think about who you are, what you want to build, and what you want to achieve. This post is big. He got it in all caps, so that's why I gave you the look. This post is big. It's about creating the future you want. It's time to step up and build your dream. Remember the declaration you made on day one. Remember that bold declaration that we had to come out first day quarter to do. Create a medium to long post video and tell with such detail that everyone can see it and feel it, seeing and feeling the vision of how it starts. So, not a vulnerable post, but you're gonna start telling your target audience your dreams, your aspirations, your desires for your business, the problem that you're trying to solve for them, why you are so passionate about that problem, what led you to that problem. After you begin to ask those simple questions, this video should be 3 to 5 minutes long, if not 10 minutes. But you're gonna pour out your heart. You're gonna give them the reason why they should choose your business over everybody else's business in your market, if that makes sense. So you're gonna give them that reason. Those values, those core values. You're going to talk about those core values. You're going to talk about your mission statement. You're going to talk about why you created this business, what led you to this business, why you're so passionate about it. After you answer all those questions, I said them over again, yes, you should be able to create a 10-minute video. And this could be something that, you could just do publicly. You could just click on the live, boom, hey. Listen, today, your boy got dreams. I got big dreams. I seen a problem when I was doing XYZ, and it seemed like nobody was helping. Nobody was doing. And then, if you could tie them 5 things that I said, remember, encourage their dreams. Justify their failures. Ally their fears, confirm their suspicions, help throw rocks at the enemy. In this story, it will be epic. It does take time because even with me, I'm still working on certain parts of it and everything. So, you get up there, you tell them, creating, they not creating, you tell them about your dream, you tell them about your business, why you did it and everything. Let's see, encourage their dreams, When you start off, you may start off and like, hey, I want to tell you today that you can make it. The reason I know that you can make it is because I made it. I had this dream, start telling your story. I had this dream. The next one is justify their failure. So you're going to be talking about a failure and everything that you may have encountered and that you overcame it and that it wasn't your fault, because you want to remind them that the situation that they're in is not their fault. And it gets greater because there's a solution out there. Hint, you are the solution. Then after you tell that story and everything, you're going to ally with their fears, and you're going to say, I was scared. I was terrified. I didn't know you. And as I'm talking, I don't know if y'all can hear it, but as I'm talking, can't you hear some of the narratives from things that you have seen or commercials that you have watched or other people have selling their products, how you're hearing like, whoa, I done heard that before. I done heard this before. Everybody's using the same 5. Everybody, it's been around for the beginning of time that everybody's using. So you're going to ally with their fears, tell them how you were scared and you thinking about, once again, like I always say, you're thinking about the way your target market or your target audience thinks. It's not about you. It's about them coming to you. So you got to think, remember I said you got to be so intimate with them and in them that that they know that you're the one for them. You understand them. That's all it's doing. Oh, I can relate to them. Oh, I relate. Oh, they know my needs. Oh, they know my struggle. Oh, yes, I need to try their solution. So you ally with their fears. You tell them about that. You tell them about that. The next one is confirm their suspicions. You continue with your story. And then you was like, yeah, I know you think that. Boom. You confirm. So you remember you're intimate with them, so you know their thoughts. You done did your target market research, I hope, and you have learned how they interact on social media. You have stalked their pages and seeing how they say words or how they're expressing their concerns. You done been in groups and find out that where your target market is, this is how they're relating and displaying their problems, and you're taking the sentence that they're posting and you're putting that sentence and you're saying those same words. Because why? Because you have did research, so you're going to confirm their suspicions and everything. Then the last one is help throw rocks at the enemy. You're still talking about your story. You're still talking about your passion. You're still talking about why you built this brand, or you built this company, or you built this agency, or you're this coach. You're talking about this, and now you're going to throw rocks at the enemy. Who's the enemy? Failure. Who's the enemy? Rejection. Who's the enemy? Fake agencies, whatever the enemy is in their minds, however they're seeing the enemy. Most of the failure is always a good one. So you have heard, we're going to say F you to failure, or, we're not taking no for an answer. Those are things that you're throwing rocks at the enemy. Right then, the enemy is no. We're not taking no. We're not taking no anymore. So now no has now became the enemy. Now they're feeling you was like, yeah, you know what? We ain't gonna take it. What we gonna do? They're asking your company, what we gonna do? How we gonna solve this problem? So, continue being intimate. And day 10, I know I said it was gonna be the first 7 days, but the way the book is set up is in 10-day increments. So it's 10 sets of 10 days, and they go over each 10 days. The 10th day is to reflect on the whole week. It could be something simple. Woo! Listen, this was a crazy week, but I'm proud of myself because I showed up for you. I showed up for you. I showed up. I told my story of why start replaying. It's almost like an essay. At the essay you have an opening, the introduction, the body, the conclusion, and your conclusion. You reinstate your thesis. So it's the same thing. So you're going to recap everything from that week. You're going to reinstate your thesis. Day 1, your bold declaration. You're going to restate that at the end of the week on your 10-day reflection. You're going to go through that week for the last 9 days and recap on those last 9 days on your 10th day, and that's easy. And then you're going to start preparing yourself for next week. So, once again, this was about the personal brand blueprint. We have got through the first 10 days. I hope this was of value to you. I encourage everyone to go ahead and buy the personal brand blueprint, download it so you can follow along. That way you can ask questions. If you needed to know how should you handle a creative, if you have questions, what kind of post should I make, and all these things that you may experience with doing the personal blueprint. Personal brand blueprint. I need some water. Oh, excuse me. Personal brand blueprint. So, thank you, sir. With the personal brand blueprint, y'all see how smooth it came out? Did it come out smooth? Go ahead, download it, follow along, participate. Next week we'll go through 11 through 20. It'll be the same kind of message. So this week we have went over the first 10. You can rewatch this video, start getting your content out there, start showing up. Let us know how you're doing. When you do your first video, post it in the Wave Makers group. Let us see it. Or if you want to get critique or ask your fellow wave makers, how does this sound? Does this look crazy? What do I need to do? Put it in a Wave Makers group. Let's become more involved. Let's get more active. Let's help each other grow. Let's grow with each other. Let's bring it together. We're supposed to be the wave makers. That means we're supposed to be making the waves for everybody else to ride on. That means we're out in the forefront. We chilling and Lexa like, yeah, y'all see us, yeah, I see you on that coattail. We gonna glide, we gonna ride. You know, we're the wave makers. We're the ones that gonna be making a noise. So come on, let's show up, show out. So, hope you enjoyed the Personal Brand Blueprint. I'm Willie David. If you don't know me, I'm the executive assistant to Big Marv, and also I have my own brand. Willie David is marketing. So, hit the link, get the Personal Brand Blueprint. Let me know in the status what you like, what you didn't like, what I need to work on, what you need help with. Matter of fact, let me check the Facebook before I get off to see if anybody was in here or any comments. No comments. So guess what? I'm out. See y'all next. Well, see y'all. What the day is? Today is Wednesday. See y'all tomorrow for Q&A. So if you have any questions relating to anything related to Big Marv Consulting, the DFS, the Do Funnel System, Personal Brand Blueprint, or if you just have a general question about your business and needed some help with anything, let us know. If we cannot answer it, trust and believe we will find the answer for you. I'm Willie David with Big Marv Consulting, and me and Big Marv says one love. Peace.